Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Shining Force 3, and some changes. So I went back and I redid the first fight multiple times, like a lot. So I went up and got everyone to level 3, and build up some friendships. I did build up some friendships. Symbios is now partner with Mascarin and Grace, so you can see their luck +1 when it'll add +1 luck when they're next to each other for Symbios. So yeah, also really hard to get friendships with Danteres because in that fight he basically just one-shots anything. So yeah, friendships are really easy to build up if, you know, one person gets an attack and then one person gets a kill. It builds up like that. But when you can't really do that, because one person one-shots, it's rather difficult. So, yeah. I did that because I wanted to make sure, you know, I had a little bit of extra boof for this, this upcoming fight, because it can be kind of obnoxious. So we're gonna try to escape by going on the bridge here. And, we're gonna be in for a world of treats. This is one of those fights that I really don't know how I did the first time. Damn you, King Penetrum! So the bridge is filled with dead people, lots of dead people. And what's funny is those guys have arrows, but the only archers on this map are the good guys. So, well, we apparently won't have to battle the Saraband guard. But who got here first? Who do you think got here first? By any reckoning, this is a sad state of affairs. And the bodies disappear for the dead people. The people who aren't dead, however, are going to stand back up and get a second win. King Benetrum, if that's you, and you're here, and Istanbul is in this general area, well, who's that other Benetrum? If you have no wish for corpses to clutter the landscape, you'll move along. No. So, you're telling people to just leave. And, granted, if I were the two of them, I probably would. There's 7 that we know of that look like they could cast spells or attack, or not including if the imposter has the ability to attack. We can't allow that. The affairs of Saraband will be resolved by Saraband soldiers, even if it costs us our lives. Oh, very noble. Very determined. They're going to be very dead. You will regret disobeying King Benetrum as I put you to death. And one of the few instances of magic being cast outside of battle. I love how he also floats when he casts spells. Mascarin doesn't do that, neither does Grace. So you will continue this murderous rampage. I'm surprised to hear the Lord of Massacres, Emperor Damaruk, would be so compassionate. Well then, in deference to Emperor Damaruk's wishes, we will make your end swift and merciful. You're thinking in reference to the Emperors, I keep... So. And Garrosh. So one of the soldiers there is Garrosh's brother. And Garrosh is the other archer who is knocked unconscious. Run away from those murderers. Regrettably, your advice comes a bit late. And the screaming sound effect is what I can only assume is Diesel, because that was a interesting spell effect. So, how sadistic. My sources tell me the Republican Army has escaped Saraband. You know, my source, looking behind me. Because we're right there. We are... They can see us. I know they can see us. The main Republican force is deployed in the adjacent plains, and the battle rages as we speak. Benetrum, however, is still alive. He used the bulk of his forces as a decoy. He's quite clever. More clever than you, who apparently have sources to tell us things that are... Seems the mystery is beginning to unravel. That looks like King Venetrim, but why are there no Republic guards with him? No, nothing adds up about this at all. No. Now that this guard has seen through our ploy, we must silence him, along with that Republican rabble. Rabble. Please hurry ahead with Domeric. I'll catch up with you once we have things in hand here. No, you won't. They intend to kill the guard who overheard their plan, and us along with him. Good luck with that. Actually, it's not going to take luck. This can be a rather difficult fight, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to power up a little bit. The guard is the only witness who can prove my innocence. We must do everything we can to protect him. If anything happens to you, my lord, our decoy forces will risk their lives for nothing. Please, leave this to us. I'll stay out of your way and wish you luck. Okay, so, there's a lot to this fight. So, we're going to take a look at it. First off, we have the imposter, Emperor Domeric, and some bad guys. Now, I've seen, there are a couple of fights, some of the early fights where these guys are running and we're trying to catch up to them. We can catch up to them, but we can't do anything. I actually saw one video where they were able to hack the game so that someone could catch up, and they are not targetable. So they're here, but they, for all intents and purposes, do not exist. So there's no way we can catch up to them in any of these types of fights to try to change the story outcome. However, this is the first of the sync points, in which if we catch up to Garrosh, and speak to him before he is killed, we will actually get him as a playable character in another scenario. If we do not get to him in time, he dies, and he will actually stay dead. And instead of getting him in the next scenario, we will get someone else named Jane, who's a brass gunner. Now, I've been asked, because I used Garrosh in the last game, or the last playthrough, to get Jade, but unfortunately, that's not really worthwhile, because brass gunners were not really balanced for this game, so the terrain effects really hinder their movement. They are just a really poor movement group. So, you know, standard archers are really your best bet. So I'm going to have to probably stick with Garrosh. And then we've got some new enemies. Let's look at the enemies we've got. We have bats. HP of 11, attack of 9, defense of 6, agility of 7, luck of 1. They drop antidote herbs because they can poison. And there are going to be 5 of those little bastards total. We've got masked monks again, pretty much the same fare that we had the last time, but we have our first boss, Masked Priest. HP of 38, MP of 6, attack of 8, defense of 5, agility of 4, luck of 3. They have the tornado spell, as well as a power ankh. Also can drop antidote herbs. Not really a thing, but an annoyance. And then we have these boats. And as you can see, there's a barrel here that is blocking this entrance. This is something we have to destroy as well for another sync point in the game. So, yeah, we need to do that. So, lots going on here. What we need to do is basically just make a beeline for Garrosh and, you know, speak to him. The early part will have a pretty set, defined pattern, so as long as you can get to them quickly, you should be alright. It's just, had I not, you know, power leveled a little bit, it would mean I would be in a really rough situation and reliant heavily on luck in order to not die myself after speaking to Garrosh. So that's something that we need to keep in mind. So at the moment, Hayward and Garrosh are going to be CPU controlled. So listen up, you Republican buffoons. I'll take my leave with the Emperor now. Your pathetic lives end here. No, good luck. I see, so that's what's going on. So many hidden agendas. Both Benetrim and even I, Domeric, are mere pawns in this twisted scheme. Of course you're a pawn. You're being kidnapped. Domeric is a dolt. I'm sorry. In Scenario 1, they made him just a complete and total dolt. So, Scenarios 2 and 3, he's just a evil, sadistic person. He's someone that I really wish I could kill. Alright, so we shouldn't be in too much of a dangerous situation as long as they don't poison us. If they poison us, it's going to be a little because I don't have any antidote herbs, because I dropped them in favor of, you know, let's see, I could destroy that barrel now. I'll wait. I dropped them in favor of, you know, medical herbs, because they were dropping, so. And Hayward is just kind of a beast. Alright, so if we play our cards right, which we should, Garrosh will take one more hit and position himself really badly, and that means we'll have to get to him with Dantares our next turn. So as long as we can get to him with Dantares, Dantares can speak to him, and you're going to kill the bat. Of all things, you're going to kill the bat. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Alright, so we're going to put you there, and we're going to attack the barrel. And get rid of that. You can attack barrels, you get 5 XP for them, and sometimes they contain items. So, it's generally worth it to, you know, attack barrels. So, alright. You're attacking my priest. And they're only gonna really do about 2 points of damage, because again, I did power level a little bit, you know, as I probably should have. So, the only problem is there are going to be a lot of enemies. Oh, I can actually talk with Symbios. So we're going to do that. You are members of the real Republican Army. To impersonate King Benetrim and take the life of my brother, I shall make them pay for this. I'll go now to inform Governor Garvin of this and dispel all the lies about you. I'll catch up to you later. So, we've saved Garrosh. That means he will be a playable character in the next bit. So, that's actually one thing we want. Let's go ahead and start killing people, shall we? We want to guarantee people are dead. Probably could have done a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal. Just, you know, because I don't think I'm going to be taking too much damage from most of these guys. I'll probably take like 2 points of damage a hit from the monks themselves. So, and we also do need to talk to Hayward, because until we talk to him, he'll be CPU controlled. So, why are you attacking Hayward? My leader was right there. Okay, so that's... Really? Okay. Oh, only 1 point of damage. So, yeah, not as much of a threat as it had been before. So, we need to talk to Hayward, we need to heal Hayward, and we need to kill some guys. He's just gonna kind of hang out there. Let's talk to Hayward. I'm a mercenary. The name's Hayward. I'm glad you came along when you did. I see the famous Sir Dantares is with you. Does that mean you are the army of the great Lord Conrad? His son Symbios is our commander. We're chasing those masked monks and the imposter. To pursue such a powerful enemy, you seem to be at an obvious disadvantage in numbers. ... Please, allow me to join your force. I've dreamed of fighting alongside a famous warrior like Sir Danteres. Hayward the Archer has joined the force. So, thank you, thank you. You won't regret this. Let's take a look at him once we get a chance to, and we're gonna have to just start killing everything. So, I mean, Symbios and Danteres are gonna be able to tank things pretty well. Hayward, however, is not. Hayward is still level 1, so... And... poison. We are finally getting poison. Okay, that's not good. We do need to kill the bats. Don't poison Mascarin. You... rat bastards. Alright, so I got 2 people poisoned, and I do not have the ability to do anything about it. Alright, let's take a look at Hayward before we start killing things, shall we? Let's see. Max HP of 11, attack of 14, defense of 6, agility of 5, luck of 5, movement of 5, lots of 5s. His support ability is critical, meaning he raises the critical attack percentage, so that's a really good ability to have. Basically, very low magic resistances across the board because he's an archer, so, you know, not great but not good. Comes with a medical herb and a wooden arrow, obviously level 1. And no friendships with anyone because, yeah. So, alright, let's start beating up on some of these bad guys. Alright. Let's start beating up on some of these bad guys. Probably should have gone after the bats just to get rid of some of the numbers, but... You know, Danteres can take out these guys, so... Oh, he didn't. He should have one-shotted that. That's different. Alright, we need to heal Hayward. Because Hayward is about dead. And we're going to take 1 point of damage from the poison. So, that's a thing. Anytime we take an action, it will do damage to us like that. Alright, so... let's kill some guys. Because I don't like having a whole bunch of enemies around us. So we're gonna guarantee that he dies. Plus, Hayward could use some XP to, you know, help catch up. You know, I am 2 levels ahead of him on everyone else, so... And 3 damage. Not great, but not bad. Yeah, come after... Yeah, come after me. Alright. And he's just gonna stay there until we trigger him in some way, shape, or form. Alright, again, I do not like the number of enemies that are around, so I'm actually going to just start dealing with them. And we're going to kill some of them. So,
here I come.
Mostly the masked monks. Hayward can handle the bats without too much trouble. In fact, a critical hit will just one-shot them. So, alright, and you're going to attack Danteres. If you poison him, so help me. Because I do not have the ability to cure poison at the moment. Really? Okay. Alright, so we need to heal Hayward again. And we're gonna need to heal Grace here soon, too. Yeah. Thank you for that. Alright, Symbios. Let's attack the bat. Alright. Bats... I really don't like the fact that I can't one-shot things at the moment. Alright. Masked Monk, you're gonna die. Alright. So, we need to do some more healing. And what we drop for the medical herb, nothing. let's heal Hayward again, because he's taking a beating, and that's probably all I'm going to have time to do in this episode. We are going to have to, stop and, kill some things. Alright, we can kill this guy. We can kill this guy. And of course he gets a critical hit on the person who's almost dead. That would have one-shot, you know. Alright. Hayward picks up an antidote herb. That's actually really good. So that means I can do something, you know, like heal. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here, and I will see you guys in the next installment. So, till then, later everyone.